Hello, stunners. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your new week. That's right. And I'm super excited today because we are playing not one magical game, but two magical games. That's right. It's a double feature, y'all. First, we are playing Eastwynne, the Eastwynne demo. That's right. In which I think, are attending a magical school, a college, and there's a lot of drama and intrigue, and I think we're going to be taking a look at the first chapter of this hot, beautiful mess. And then after that, we're going to jump back into Changeling. Because listen, y'all, I have to know what's going to happen with this drama with all the vampires. I have to know. I cannot live my life not knowing what's going to happen with the vampires. And what's going to happen with poor Nora and her brother. We've got a lot of mysteries to discover. We have a lot of ground to cover. And so that is the plan for today. But before we get started, hi everyone. If you're new here, I'm Rue, Jitteroo, and I'm extremely super obsessed with dating sims and Otome games. And if you like romance video games and romance in games and talking about them and brain rotting about them, well, you're in the right place. So if you're not subscribed already, or you're not following already, or if you haven't liked the stream already, well, please go ahead and do so now. Because guess what, y'all? We're going to do a whole lot more of this. But this is going to be cool. Now, let me tell you a little bit about Eastwynne, what makes it different than what we usually do. Eastwynne is not just a regular visual novel. It's actually an RPG. So there's going to be some gameplay elements to this. So I'm really excited. I did test it out to make sure that it would work because I am playing it on a Mac. And I just want to give a big shout out to Dee for inviting me to play the game. Thank you, Dee. I can't wait to really dive into this story because y'all, it's looking to be juicy. So if that sounds good to you, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes. Let's go ahead and do a new game. We're going to play the prologue. We're not skipping anything. It's a tentacoon. It has a name. Very creative. Okay, I can do gilded, easy, or as the goddess intended. We're doing easy, y'all, okay? That's what I do these days. Yes, an RPG. Ooh. Hi, MC. Wow. All right, it's Esther Faye, y'all. We're gonna play Esther. She would gladly spend her days playing video games and never leaving her room. Real, I would do that. If I could play Otome games all day and do nothing else, I would do that. But she ends up in the affairs of the elites, in the state of the world. A world she knows very little about, not keeping up with current events. Esther can be more bold and arrogant when involved in things she's passionate about other than games. There's fighting and cool magic shit. You're cool, Esther. I like you. Very relatable. Yes. I would do the same thing if given the opportunity. I would play video games all day and do nothing else. Now, I think that there are actually 2 MCs that you can choose from in the full game, but right now we're starting off with Esther Faye. All right, girl, let's do this. Yes. Magical thing.
I'm sure you've heard many great things about the wonderful Eastwynne University, all of which are probably true, but now we'd like to know a little bit about you. This will only take a few minutes, and don't even think of it like a quiz. It's like an icebreaker.
Are you related, perhaps, to Navi from The Legend of Zelda? You are a glowing ball of fairy dust. I'm just saying. You know what? They do all look alike, okay? Listen, this is like Navi's cousin or something. Real. Fairy dust, glowy stuff, okay? All right, whatever it wants us to do, we're doing. That's what's happening.
High school was either a time of great stress, or it was actually decent. Lucky you, if it was. You have any classes that weren't completely awful? Maybe even interesting?
Let's see. Well, I would create an illusion of myself and sneak out of class. That's brilliant. I like that. I like the way you think, girl. Or I like the hands-on classes when they let us use magic. That sounds fun. I like that. If I could, I would have sped up the clock so the day would go by faster. Actually, real on that one, so I can get back home to play Otome games faster. Yes. I actually liked all my classes. Well, that would be a lie. There are classes that if I had to take them now, I would hate, and that I did hate. Yes, one time someone started a fire and set off the alarm. Not me. Not me, of course. Listen, y'all. I'm not Hermione Granger, okay? You know what, y'all? We're a wild child. I'm gonna say this for MC. I created an illusion of myself and I snuck out of class. Because this is silly, okay? Listen, the illusion can learn for me. Can I just learn through osmosis into my brain? Let's do that.
So the teachers really didn't find out?
Really, I am smart. Like, I'm a genius.
How were your grades? Were you an overachiever, average, or barely surviving?
Straight A student, obviously. I didn't even have to try. I'm a genius. Duh. Was I valedictorian? Nah, that's too much. A's? Hell yeah. B's? You know, sometimes, occasionally, sure. C's? Maybe. I'd rather not talk about it. Listen, okay, we're just a genius. But we're not valedictorian type, because valedictorians, they don't sneak out of class with magic, okay? I was sneaking out of class with magic, okay? I had an illusion taking class for me. So A's. Hi, Milky, welcome you, stunner. Your house siding is rotting off. How horrible. Well, I hope that gets fixed soon. That sounds terrible.
Really?
Ace. Don't judge me, you orb of glowing dust. How dare you judge me like that? Okay, we're gonna roll some dice. I don't know why I have to roll dice exactly, because I didn't really read that, but that's okay.
Color me surprised.
Why are you surprised?
So, everyone went to you for help, huh?
He is judging me, or they. They're judging me, Stucky.
School is great, but what you do in your free time is equally as important.
I know, right? More Otome games. I need them in my life. Watch the clouds pass by. Work out. I should do that one. That's what I should do. Am I gonna do that? You know, every now and then, inconsistently, like real. We're gonna be real. We will do that inconsistently. Be one with nature. You know what? I feel like I should do that one too. That's what I should do. I absolutely should go out and be one with nature. You're right. Am I gonna do that? The jury is out. The jury is out on that one. I read a lot. You know, I do read a lot. I don't read a lot as much as I used to. Actually, no, maybe I read more. Like real, since I play so many Otome games. Okay, never mind. I read constantly. I read a lot. That's what I do.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction, definitely 100% fiction.
Now more than ever, we need community, and our compassion should extend beyond bipedal beings. If you saw a cat, in a tree, how would you help it down?
Okay, if I saw a cat in a tree, here's what I'm doing. Create a double of the cat and show it how to climb down. Well, that would fit with my illusion magic that I talked about earlier. A wind spell to lower it. Well, you know what? If you show the cat how to come down with a double, that's not a guarantee that the cat will actually come down. You know what I mean? Climb the tree myself. I'm not doing that one. Nope. No, I am not climbing the tree. There would probably be multiple ways, so whichever is best in that moment. You know what? I feel like this is reasonable. We'll figure it out when we get there. We don't need to plan ahead that much. You know? There's more than one way to skin a cat, which is a horrible saying. And why is that a saying? Where did that saying even come from? All right. If it fell, I would slow the fall. You know what? We could do better than that. We're going with this one.
The analytical approach. Never acting without a plan.
I mean, that's kind of not having a plan. It's like we're going to go in there and do whatever it says, like whatever we feel at the time. Having a plan would be like, we're going to go in there. We're going to get our wind magic together and we're going to do it in this particular way. And if that doesn't work, we're going to have a plan B. That would be a plan. All right, Orb, see, already I'm smarter than you. Real, I'm a genius.
It would be nice if things are peaceful 24/7, but you know how the world is. If you were in a bad situation, how would you defend yourself?
Good luck on selling your home, Stucky. I hope that you get the very best outcomes possible. Next year, probably. Congratulations on that. That's exciting, and I wish you the best. Well, how would I defend myself? See into the future and avoid it. Wow. Dispel anything they throw my way? That's probably more realistic. Because listen, even if I could see in the future, whatever was bringing me there, I'd probably still do it and end up in that position. Real. Surround myself with a rock barrier. That sounds like a lot. Turn invisible? Well, it depends on what the bad situation is. Or counter spells. I'm gonna dispel anything they throw at me.
That's gotta be annoying for them. But great for you.
Absolutely. Yes.
I know. This question is annoying. But where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I'm gonna be the ruler of this planet. That's what's gonna happen within 10 years. Exploring the world and trying different things. Probably working a regular job. Like, that one's actually more realistic. I haven't thought that far ahead. That one's real. I live in the present. What's the difference between that one and this one? Doing something challenging or finding a higher purpose. Ooh. Asuna says, well, I'm excited. Tomorrow's National Pancake Day at IHOP. Free stacks of pancakes. I might have to go get free pancakes. That sounds amazing. I want that. Yes, I do. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. Yeah. You're at 10 years. That's a long time.
Really?
Don't judge me. How dare you? What, have you thought that far ahead, you little dust orb? You little ball of glowing pixie dust?
Okay. You have time, so take your time.
Okay.
We more or less know ourselves or are still figuring things out. On the flip side, how do you think others see you?
How do others see me? Oh. Well, as reliable, sure, why not? A jack of all trades, maybe. Adaptable? I can ready to take on anything? Maybe. Easygoing, taking things as they come. Sure. I keep to myself. That? No, definitely not. Knowledgeable, maybe overly so. I've had seasons in my life where that fit me, but I don't think so anymore. I feel like I've digressed over time. I was very chatty. Listen, I'm a raging extrovert, okay? I don't like to be alone. I never have. I was always a raging extrovert. Y'all, what am I? Am I reliable? I think people would say I'm reliable. You know, I try to follow through on my promises. Like, for example, I tell myself, girl, we're going to stream 3 days a week at the exact same time each time. And I show up and I do it every time I can. Every single week. Yep, I'm reliable. You were the kid that the teacher sat next to the chatty kids to cut down on the chatter. Stucky, you would have been stuck next to me. Like, oh God, it's Rue again. She just won't stop. Reliable.
You're rocking everyone's lives.
Everyone's lives. Yes, I am.
Based on your answers, you're kinda hard to read. All over the place. Were you taking this seriously?
Don't judge me, Orb. Just because I didn't give you the answers that you wanted out of me doesn't mean that I wasn't taking it seriously, okay? How dare you? Yes, I was. Okay, I'm rolling the dice.
If you say so, my advanced AI should still be able to determine something for you.
Can you fail a personality test? No! You got used to ladder this kid's grades in high school, but the only reason I cared was because I wound up in the back row. Oh no. Asuna, I'm the opposite. I do try my best to make friends. You try your best, even though you're the opposite. You're not. Are you saying you're not a raging extrovert? My parents get on me for being introverted. I'm like, nothing wrong with that, lol. Real. That's why we get along, okay? Because I'm a raging extrovert and I don't like to be alone. And then introverts, you know, they just let me talk to them. You know, if I'm friends with an introvert, I'll just go talk and talk and talk and talk. And they're like, okay, yep. Stucky, I'm introverted unless I like you. And then you can't get me to stop. Real. That's so real. That's so real. Be sure to examine your surroundings. Don't want to miss something good. Oh, no, I don't want to miss anything good. That's for sure. Look at that loading bar with the person walking. I like that. Skip intro cutscene. Nope, we're not skipping.
Either the fifth element. Get it? I know you're laughing eternally. Anyway, you're good at it. And some people might say, well, duh, either's just basic magic. Who isn't good at it? But don't look at that. No. A lot of people aren't.
And I'm not judging. Unlike you magical.
Using a combination of magic and technology to transfer the audio into the orb, the student continues to record dialogue for the quiz.
I know you're laughing eternally. Anyway, you're good at it.
Oh, so that's how the magic dust bunny can talk.
The orbs are surrounding something. He is unsure of what.
Is someone... Oh, right.
As her agitation grows, more orbs swarm,
What's causing them to...
being drawn to.
Magic. You're being drawn to magic. Hey. You need to calm down. Right now, you're emitting enough magic to power a plant. Calm.
Is that me back there with...
The orbs float away, but still stay somewhat close.
It's
Now
MC.
the student can finally see.
You're Esther Faye.
Yeah, I am. Are they supposed to do that?
No, but they're not expected to be around that much magic. I'm surprised you didn't just blast the orbs away.
I didn't want to hurt them. They're cool, and if I did, I'd aggro the whole team.
The whole
The
team.
1v100. That does sound fun.
Hey, girl, hey.
2022.
Y'all, we're so magical that all the magic dust bunnies are all over us. Did you see that? We're not skipping.
The orbs led me here, obviously for a reason.
Yes, they had a reason to be here. Okay.
So this is either an ambush or...
Is that really what you were expecting?
Orb guy, that's his name. So was the orb his voice then? I guess so.
You joke at the prospect of this being an ambush, but you can never be too sure.
It really could be an ambush, you know.
If the orbs attacked you, kinda, then you can't be the only one.
The only one what, orb guy?
Probably not. You said they're drawn to magic, and this is literally a magical school, so...
It's a recipe for disaster.
So they must be all over the school.
Blake?
That's today's boyfriend. Did you see him?
Esther? Blake? Sigh?
More of the student council being here is not good. Before you suggest getting rid of the orbs, I can...
Huh? Why would we? They've been so helpful, and your hard work shouldn't go to waste.
Because...
Because... glitches. I almost died. Or they're dangerous. Glitches, that's why. Yes. Welcome back from Agile Stunners. Yes.
They're glitching.
Well, nothing works perfectly. I'm sure there's a solution.
My thoughts exactly.
That's true, but not everyone will be as understanding. Especially after being chased around the campus.
Is anyone injured?
Not yet. The most hostile of the orbs have been contained. With a little resistance.
Then we still have time. Let us help you.
You want to help?
Yes, I accept this quest. Yes, whatever it is I'm supposed to do, yes, we're doing it. Ah.
So it's not an ambush, it's a quest.
One we should have no problem completing.
This team is way overqualified.
All of us are willing. Just tell us what you need and where you need us.
Oh, wow, you're really saving my ass here.
Everyone's so nice. We're all here for you, kid. Look how nice we all are. Thank you for redeeming drink actual water.
Should start.
I definitely needed water. Thank you, Snow Monkey. Hi, you stunner. Would you like to begin the guided tutorial for map exploration? Yes. Teach me how to play. We're going to talk to Sai. As you explore, there will be numerous things you can interact with, other characters and objects that can affect the story and gameplay in different ways. Why not talk to someone right now? She seems particularly concerned for you. Click on her, start a cutscene. Okay?
I'm sure he meant no harm.
Of course I didn't mean no harm. What are you saying? Are you like blaming me for something? I don't appreciate that.
I truly hope you're not too upset with the orbs.
I think she's going to be the other MC in this game. You got an update on your package for Hakuoki? Oh my gosh. I hope you get it soon. I hope you get it soon and you can join us in the Discord talking about Hakuoki stuff.
I'm not. It's kind of my fault anyway. They like magic, and I'm like 1000% magic.
I'm so magical.
You are very magical.
Yes, I am. Y'all, it's been established. MC is magical. What you say, have said, your actions have consequences, affecting relationships, story progression, and other gameplay elements. I need more control, or am I? Oh, listen, okay, I need more control, alright? Because I'm so magical, like I'm just so powerful I can hardly contain it.
I still need to work on controlling it.
It's not a rush. And it's not you. Having your magic on full display is what makes you, you. It's always amazing seeing your ability, Esther.
Oh, thank you.
Especially now.
Hey, stop worrying so much. And if you keep saying stuff like that, I'll stay a loose cannon forever.
Yeah, that part.
Would that honestly be bad?
I like her hair. Yes, I do. That hairstyle slaps, girl. It slays. You should prove, especially to yourself, that you are actually alright by using a little magic. Ugh. Maybe I'll talk to some more people. Oh wait, no, hold on. Right-click the context menu, and then use the arrow keys to select the levitate. Oh. First, let me interact with that.
You hear the whine, electrical static. But through that, there's something.
It's not until night.
Y'all, are we being contacted by aliens right now? Or ghosts? We could be. That could have been aliens. That could have been aliens.
Okay.
Yep. Aliens. Okay. What's the context menu? Is it this? Ooh, detect mana. What's this? Gilding light. Okay. What happens if I click on this? What happens if I click on this? Levitate the boxes. Interact. Ooh. I'm fancy. Use the arrow keys to move the object and then press tab. Okay. Wow. Well, maybe... Okay, maybe I should put them in the corner so they're not in the way, you know? Like right here. Or maybe I put them down here. Or maybe right in the middle of the rug. You know? Here we go. That's fine. Look at me. The energy to cast spells and use abilities is a finite resource, mana. It is restored gradually, but keep watch. The lower it is, the higher the chance a spell could fail. Ooh, wow. Y'all, this is totally an RPG. Look how cool the art is. I like how it's watercolor-ish, you know? I like it. It's very painting-like. It's like a moving, living, breathing painting. Let's talk to this guy, the orb guy. What's your name, dude? I know it's not orb guy. The tutorial gods say no. Tutorial gods, that's cute. Let's talk to this guy. Hey. Hi. Hi, handsome stranger. I can't talk to him yet. Okay, that's alright. What's over here? Look at the desk. Let me get closer to the desk. I need to get closer. Take all. I'll take that pen. Yes, it's just a pen, but it could come in handy later. What else did you find in here? Ooh, what else? What else is in here? Okay, we're gonna show the names of the characters and stuff. All right. Okay. What happens if I hit his... I'm just gonna see what happens if I press these other buttons. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Using the spells like Guiding Light and Detect Mana, you can discover things that are harder to detect. Access the encyclopedia by clicking on the settings gear. There, you can find explanations of gameplay mechanics and world lore. In the settings menu, you can also save and load and access options. Ah! I can check my phone. Wow! Look at that, I completed a quest. Let's take a look at this stuff. We're gonna save our game. Yep. There's an autosave. We're gonna put on save 1. Yep. We did it. We did it, y'all. We saved the game. Oh, look at this. I have items. That's handy. I'll put it up here so I can see it better. I've got items. What's this? This is the phone. Let's check the phone. Ah, yes. Side quests. Main quest, achievements, excellent. Okay, cool. Cool. What else is on the phone that I can click on? How about this? How about that? Contacts. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, and we have a relationship bar. Wow. Not sure. She may be warming up to you. Interesting. Cool. So we can keep tabs on all the other characters with that. That's cool. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Talk to everyone. Okay. I'll do
Crazy
that.
how your day can be going pretty okay. and then pretty bad.
Are you having a bad day, sir? What happened?
Each of the campus maps can create orbs. Disable the console, and that should stop them from appearing. Hopefully.
Do we not like these orbs? We want them to go away. How are the orbs created? Tell me more.
The quick explanation, it's a chip and a battery. Charge the battery with ether, and the chip sends a signal for the orb to form or dispel. They shouldn't be active for more than 10 minutes without being recharged. But obviously something's still powering them.
You relate to him, Orb Guy. You notice this guy still doesn't have a name, it's just Orb Guy. That's it. All right, let's talk to this guy. Let's talk to today's boyfriend.
Just think of all the potential uses.
I like your voice.
Let me guess. You're also gonna study and talk for hours about the orbs.
And I like his hair. It looks soft.
If only I had that much time.
Oh, you really don't?
This was technically my free time. Afterwards, it's back to classes, student council, and other responsibilities.
He just seems like so much older than the rest of us. But he must just be like a mature personality. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Live a little, or I was gonna ask you to join. How about live a little, because we're cool like that.
Stop being so responsible. Live a little.
Yes. Pew, 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 pew.
The last time I wasn't, we...
Not you too.
Tell him, Esther. Tell him to relax. Okay, then. Now we leave the room since we've talked to all of these chumps. This is a point of no return. Are you ready to continue? Yes, we are.
One more thing.
Oh, are you stopping me?
A voice, said to be a message from the goddess that separates those with magic from those without. It feels like a distant dream that's a struggle to remember. One you are inclined to believe, but wonder if it actually happened. Did you hear the call?
Call! That call? Would you like to save a completed demo file? This file can be loaded into the full game to unlock special content. Yes, I will. Yes. Right there. All right, back. Wow. Y'all, we completed the demo. Ooh, I'm excited for this. It looks like it's going to be really good. I like how it moved. I love the art and the visuals. The whole thing is voice acted. That take a lot of time and effort to voice act all of it, not just the love interests, but everybody is voiced. Did you notice that? Wow, I just think this is a piece of art. That's what this is. Also, I like the music. It's very cinematic. I think all the music is original for the game, which is really cool. Yeah, it is really cool, huh, Asuna? I quite enjoyed that little taste, that little bite. I think that this is going to be a really awesome game when it comes out. I'm really looking forward to it. We get a little look into this magical school, this society of magic. And also I like that little sassy orb. Even though it was judging me the whole time. The orb was judging me. That said, it was a neat way to kind of create my character, to take that little quiz in the beginning is a neat way to give my character a personality. And she ended up being kind of sassy, which I like. We like a sassy, headstrong MC. You were a little disappointed that so much of it was the character questions at the beginning. Yeah, it's a pretty short demo. It is a short demo. This demo, I think, is like a 30-minute long demo or something like that. So we'll definitely have to come back around when the rest of the game is out or more of it is out so we can see some more story and intrigue. So we'll keep an eye on it for sure. Y'all, I like today's boyfriend. He's the one that I'm targeting for sure when I play that full game. He's the one I want. I like him. I like him so far. I like his voice. I like his design. He has a little bit of an accent, do I detect, I think. So yeah, eyes are looking forward to it. We're going to see what's to come in the future for Eastwynne. And now, y'all, it is time to switch on over to Changeling. All right, so I'm going to put on my holding screen and then I'll be right back as I'm swapping games. See you in just a second. Last time on Changeling, we got stuck in a classroom with Marc magically, and it was locked and we couldn't get out for hours, maybe all night even. And then a lot of secrets came out. Well, basically, it turns out that vampires can kind of read your thoughts. And then he was totally reading my thoughts and he's being a tsundere because he is a tsundere. But there's a lot of ST between MC and Marc over there. She was like thinking, get your stupid hot face out of my face. And he could hear all of it in her head. And Adrian and the brother, remember the brother, that stinky brother? He busted in there. And Adrian tried to calm him down. Adrian's the other vampire, and he grabbed our brother's arm. But then accidentally turns out he's the kind of vampire that drains your life force. And so the next thing we knew, our brother goes unconscious because his life force has been drained. It was so sad. And so then we're like, oh no, how dare you, Adrian? How dare you? And so then we were worried about our brother, and we stayed at his bedside till he got better because it was apparently something that he would recover from. He just needed some good sleep, and then he'll be fine. But listen, we're probably never going to hear the end of it, because now brother knows about all the magic stuff, but he found out in not so great of a way. He found out in a bad way. So that's what happened. And meanwhile, Marc tried to help us through this whole situation. He's quite level-headed for being a stuck-up, pretentious vampire boyfriend. Yes, he is. So anyways, now let us continue with our story. We're gonna load. Alright, right where we left off before. The air was cold, crisp, It helped soothe my nerves. I leaned against the front door and rubbed my face with a trembling hand. I'm so glad he's okay. I don't know what I'd have done if he didn't wake up. I flopped on the front step and leaned my head against the post. I shouldn't have lost my temper. Stupid. A morning after not sleeping at all was probably not a good time to try to deal with explaining this to him. I was cranky, tired, and stressed. It wasn't a good combo. I shut my eyes and took a long, slow breath. Autumn had definitely fully set in. I listened to the leaves rustling through the branches. I should be more patient with him. Now that he knows the truth, we'll be able to work things out. It'll be a long road, I'm sure, but we'll be able to progress. Just have to make him talk to me. Have to make him trust me. We're talking about the brother, the little twin brother right now. Soothed by the cool air and the sound of trees, I started to doze off. If he'll just tell me what happened. The sun was playing through my eyelids, but everything grew fuzzy as I drifted off. There was music, singing, voices. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild. Am I dreaming again? I know that poem. This wasn't like the dreams I'd been having lately. It wasn't dark or cold. It was warm, and there were voices all around me. I was walking, going... Where was I going? What was the rest of that poem? Where was I? Rue! I jolted awake the moment someone said my name. I was standing at the end of my driveway, near the street. Sleepwalking again! I looked behind me to see Marc standing there, eyeing me curiously. Look at him with his sunglasses. Hi, Marc. What were you doing? I realized that beyond him, leaning on the open door of his silver car, which was parked in my driveway, was Adrian. Adrian, what are you doing here? Also with the sunglasses. The vampires, y'all, they want to wear sunglasses when they're out in the sun. The sun is too much for their delicate vampire eyes. I tried to shake off the grogginess as I looked at them both. What are you doing here? What do you think? Checking up on the Spencer situation. Of course. And seeing how you're faring as well. I see he left a bruise. Yeah. I touched my cheek awkwardly. I bruise easily. It's not a big deal, I mean it is. But we have other things to worry about. In any case, I'm okay. Allie's talking to Spencer. I needed some fresh air. He raised an eyebrow. Are you all right? Yeah, it's kind of a long story. I sleepwalk, apparently. I fell asleep on the porch, didn't sleep last night. Apparently I was going to go for a little walk. Walking into the street while asleep is not generally wise. I'll be sure to let my sleeping self know that. I brought someone else to see you. He tipped his head toward Adrian. I hope you don't mind. Of course I don't mind, or it's a little late to ask now, is it? He just better keep his hands to himself. We're trying to get a bad ending. I still have to be sassy. Well, of course I'm going to be sassy no matter what. But I have to pick choices to lead to a bad ending because that's what I want. And I hear the bad endings are great in this game. Do I mind? I need to be rude. I feel like I need to be rude. It's a little late to ask now, isn't it? He's already here. I take it you didn't sleep last night. I know. I look like death. You do look exhausted, but I was actually referring to your attitude. Don't start. Yeah, stop sassing me, okay? I don't deserve that. I don't have the mental fortitude to deal with your charming wit today. As if you ever do. You know, there is a ravine out behind my house that would probably be great for hiding a vampire corpse. Girl! Very amusing. I'm sure Adrian would be willing to help. Allie was right. About what? You do sound like an old married couple. We do. That little. I was definitely going to strangle her. Well, I'm so sorry I'm cranky today. I did not sleep last night, okay? It's all you two's fault, seriously. You two are the cause of everything that happened last time. Real, okay? Listen, y'all got in a fight. You're fighting over me. And then Marc dragged me all away all angry and stuff. And then brother showed up. And then all this stuff happened. We ended up locked overnight in the room. And then Adrian made brother pass out. Well, bro, it was a whole bunch of drama. And guess what? None of it was my fault. Nothing was my fault. It was all y'all's fault. Both of you. Your fault. Okay? With your little jealousy issues. How was the conversation with Spencer going? Well, they're probably better now that I'm not in there. He's still being weird about me. But he's fine with Allie. Yeah, I guess. Sort of. She's kind of bullying him into being okay with her. Perhaps one of us should go check on them. Feel free. I'm staying out here. If I'm in the same room with them, I'm probably going to start strangling people. That would be unfortunate. In that case, I think I'll stay out here. I can't imagine he'll want to see me. Definitely not. Because it's your fault that he got comatose last night. He's okay now. But this was all your fault. Both of you. Then I'll go see how they're faring. I walked Marc to the front door and opened it to let him in. He shot Adrian a long look and nodded slightly before stepping inside. I flopped onto the steps again, rubbing my eyes. What was with that weird dream? And what was that poem? It was already starting to fade again. He sat next to me hesitantly. Are you mad at me? I mean, you can be honest about it. Yesterday you were pretty upset. I'm not mad. Yes, we are. Yesterday I was just panicking. I didn't know what had happened or if he'd be okay. He's a jerk most of the time, but he's still my little brother. Mostly I just felt guilty. If it wasn't for me, that probably wouldn't have happened in the first place. No, if it wasn't for Adrian, it wouldn't have happened in the first place. This was not your fault, Noru. No, it was not. I'm sorry. I didn't realize your brother wasn't in the club. I mean, you didn't tell me that he was just normal. Well, clearly he's not normal since he can see the club and everything. Adrian looked down at his hands, frowning deeply. Actually, the reason I wanted to come today was to talk to you. Oh? It's just that you and your brother, you're not the same. I shot him a sharp look, frowning. What's that mean? I don't know. He gave me a long look. This conversation had taken a sort of odd turn. What do you mean we're not the same? Were you really sleepwalking just now? I guess so. I don't know what else it would be. You do that a lot? Yeah, lately. Why? He shrugged. I've never seen a sleepwalker before. It was weird. You looked at Marc and then walked right past him. You were saying something under your breath. Your demeanor was totally different than usual. What were you dreaming about? I don't know. It kind of slipped away already. There was music, and I don't know. Someone was reciting a poem. I shrugged. The dreams are pretty similar. I assume it's something weird. Some fae thing. Fairies, huh? What did you mean just now when you said Spencer and I aren't the same? Oh, just your life energy is really different from his, you know? Is it? Yeah, quite. I didn't know people could have different types of life energy. Different species in particular have some stark differences. Different strengths, different purities. Oh, is this about me having super pure life energy or something? That's a fae thing. Yeah, but your brother. He isn't as pure because he's human? Well, that's sort of true. I guess that's what confuses me. Your life energy is definitely more pure than his. Much more like what I've heard a typical fairy is like. I mean, I've never really, eaten a fairy. See, the way that he eats as his type of vampire is he absorbs your life force. That's how he does it. Yep. And that's like, instead of drinking blood, he does life force. He gave me a pained look. We don't really refer to it as eating. It's more like absorbing. So, you've never absorbed a fairy? Nope. Then how do you know what they're like? I've heard. Besides, I can sort of sense the aura. Well, the part of the aura made up of life energy. That's why I didn't immediately realize you two were, I don't know. I didn't realize you were a fae at first, because your life energy is pure, but really strong, more like a human. I thought you just took really good care of yourself or something. Then when I touched you that day in the club, you got a nibble and realized I couldn't be a human. You'd rather be the blood milky? I can renew that resource. True. You can renew blood. That's true. I think the life force in this way is also renewable. Like the bro just needed a good night's sleep to recover. I think. He gave me a disparaging look, but he didn't argue. He just bit his lip and looked away. Your life energy is so pure it burns, but because it's also really strong. It's like guzzling vodka. Is my life energy like alcohol? I wouldn't know. But I've never heard of a fae with life energy like that before. I mean, they have a weak life force. That's a pretty well-known fact. So he was saying I was different than a normal fairy somehow. But when I met your brother, I noticed right away his life energy wasn't as pure as yours. It's more so than a normal human. Human life energy just gets tainted by impurity so easily, but his isn't really like that. So I don't know, I didn't realize. Why are you telling me this? I don't know, I guess I was curious. I mean, even before I had to wear the gloves all the time, I never tasted anyone like us. Yeah, so awkward. Stop making me sound like a cannibal. I mean, but you kind of are, you know? Like I've said before. What is a vampire if not a glorified cannibal, including one that sucks life force? We can touch people and interact normally. Despite that, some people want to do their best to keep us in a little bubble where we can't touch anyone at all. Anyway, your brother especially. I've never felt life energy like his before. Not from a human. So what? Like, he tastes super amazing or something, like ultra gourmet? Adrian flushed and looked away. It's not like that. I had the distinct feeling it was exactly like that. Probably some kind of awkward thing to admit it, though. Yeah, I bet it's awkward. I can't say I know nearly enough about this stuff to make a call on why our life energy is weird, sorry. Spencer could just be a human with some distant Fae heritage, making him a little sensitive. I don't know how you can be Fae when he's not. Wouldn't you both be half fairy or something? I mean, we are siblings. My understanding is that it doesn't work that way. Regardless of your heritage, you're either human or Fae, not in between. But neither of you have life energy that's human or Fae. I don't know what that means, but I do know half fairies are not a thing, not in the sense you mean it. You're either a fairy or you're not. Well, maybe you're affecting each other somehow. If you're Fae, then maybe you're making his life energy more Fae-like. And if he's human, then maybe he's making yours more human-like. Is that a thing that can happen? Can one person's life energy affect another like that? Sometimes. If you're in close proximity with someone, life energies can mingle. And the two of you are twins. I have no idea, really. I guess it could be some sort of supernatural twin connection, but I really don't know if that's a thing that happens. All things considered, I guess anything's possible. I'm not sure it matters anyway. It doesn't really. Like I said, I was just kind of curious. In any case, I'm just glad he's okay. Me too, believe me. I never thought that something like that could happen. I just touched him, and before I realized it, well, maybe it was for the best that someone knocked him out. He was tripping bad. Marc said the same thing. He's a really practical kind of guy. To be honest, I was surprised. I mean, that he kept it quiet. I expected him to go straight for Velos. Maybe your expectations were just too low, Adrian laughed. You and Marc really are similar. That's also exactly what he said. I just expected him to feel the same way as his parents, as my parents. Well, I think that Marc definitely thinks vampires need protection too. Besides, you didn't do it on purpose. I mean, if you intentionally did something like that to my little brother... What? Well, it wouldn't be pretty. Really? I stood and dusted myself off. Listen, my brother might be a pain, but he's my pain. And he's family, so we're gonna protect him, all right? If you had done him dirty like that on purpose and drained his life force intentionally, we would be having words right now. Different kinds of words. Come on, let's go see if my brother is handling things, or if someone needs to knock him out again. Ha ha ha. Not me this time, please. I opened the front door, letting us both in. We could hear voices coming from the kitchen, but everyone sounded calm. I led Adrian that way. Nice place. Thanks. He peered upstairs. Your room's up there? Yeah, Mom and Dad are the only ones downstairs. I see. It's kind of little, but cute. So sorry this house is little. We aren't board members of a multi-million-dollar company. He grinned as we headed to the kitchen where the others were. Honestly, this place is not little. To me, it looks big. That kitchen looks huge to me. It's got multiple bedrooms, like everyone has their own bedroom, you know? It's at least 3 bedrooms, maybe 4. I think it's a decent-sized house, and it's got a backyard, like a good-sized backyard. I wouldn't call it little. This is prime real estate, y'all. Prime real estate. And it's right by a little river, too. In a nice, cute neighborhood. They were all seated around the table. Spencer was looking more awkward. More awake and less disheveled. They looked up as we entered. So, how's it going? Well, now that you're not here threatening strangulation, I can start again. Please don't. So, you know everything now? Well, I guess I've had my suspicions confirmed. Hi. You're the one from yesterday. Yeah, I wanted to apologize. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do something like that. That's what Allie told me. I hope you're not mad. I hope you're not mad. No, not really. I cautiously made my way to the table and pulled a chair out. So, what now? Well, now we introduce him to Velos. We still don't really know much about what's going on with him. Probably should get an expert opinion. In the meantime, you two have to promise not to fight about this. Your parents still can't know about it. If he would just tell me what happened 5 years ago. I can tell you if you want to know, but I'm not sure it'll answer the questions you say you have. You won't know until you try. Then I guess we'll leave you two alone. Unless you think you need a referee, which we probably do need a referee. We absolutely do. But you can go, girl. It's fine. We got this. Before you go, I want to ask one thing. Will I be able to help with the research? What? Take a drink, y'all. MC said what? If you really don't remember what happened, then all we have to go on is my word, even if I tell you. He shrugged. But now that I know about all this, I can help with your research, right? Well, I guess. I couldn't argue there. And really, I'd been talking to various people about helping. Now that Spencer knew everything, he could do it. I think it's a good idea. You'll find answers, and Spencer will also learn about, well, everything. I guess so. I still want to hear your version of events, though. Fine. But yeah, you three should probably be gone before Mom or Dad get back. They'd probably have trouble believing you all three showed up to wish Spencer well. Yep. Your cats drank from a milk glass. You gotta get a fresh one. The cats are like, this is ours now. You can't have this. We've claimed it. If you lick it, it's yours. Okay? The cats thought the same thing. If we lick this, it's ours. We'll go out through here. She and the other two left through the back door. I shut the door behind them, leaning my head against it. I felt a little like I was being left alone with the enemy. I turned around and met his eyes. So, about 5 years ago. All right, y'all, chapter 6, Changelings. We're going to learn more about these changelings. Yes. Indeed, facts, yes. Finally, we're going to learn about MC and what's going on with her. I've been dying to know. And this is the club room. We got to give little brother a tour. Now that he knows that magic exists, we have to explain things to him. You know, he needs to get it. Exactly, Milky. Lick equals possession. That's yes. If you licked it, it's yours. I have been here before, you know. Shut up, Spencer. True story. You and Rue have both been unconscious in this room before. That's not exactly something we're going to bond over. Allie sighed. You two are both so cranky today. It's been a rough couple of days, real. I don't know why I'm expected to be happy about all of this. You've finally learned the secret. You've been on about Rue hiding things from you. Well, now you know what she's been hiding. You should be glad, right? I know what she's been hiding for the last couple of weeks. That doesn't mean I know anything about the last 5 years. He's been saying cheery things like that since yesterday, but still refuses to give me any details about what actually happened. He doesn't believe I don't remember. Ugh, you two, come on. Let's just go to the library. Velos is waiting. Anyway, how exactly does that door thing work? You want the technical explanation? That would be nice, yes. Well, too bad I couldn't explain it fully if I wanted to. Spatial magic is not my forte. I only grasp the basics. Cute. No, you think I'm cute? Ugh. Ugh. Are you gonna be doing that the whole time? Stop flirting in my face. Maybe. Girl, you have terrible taste in dudes, okay? Stop. Look at him blushing at her, too. Stop. Stop flirting in front of me. Gross. Wonderful. Anyway, Spencer, I can tell you that the portal is connected to different places in real space, and the connection is initiated by a series of knocks or commands that you perform prior to opening it. I guess you can think of it like a phone. The knocks and incantations function like dialing a number. Once you've done them, the portal tries to connect with other locations. When a connection is established, you can walk through safely. Oh, that's how it works. Got it. Except it's like a phone, where if you forget to dial or get a wrong number before you walk through, you die. That part. Yes, but most people don't forget to do that. There's even a sign reminding you to knock. Yeah, well, but it doesn't tell you that you could die if you don't knock. New. Oh, the sign is new. Yeah, that's right. There was no sign when I was there, okay? When we almost died, there was no sign. Like none. Okay? Your fault. Your fault, thank you very much. So you nearly died walking through the door. Once. Anyway, come on. She knocked carefully, glancing back at me. I made a face at her as she opened the door. Spencer was decidedly less impressed by the library than I originally had been. He simply looked around with a deep frown creasing his brow. Interesting. Velos was waiting for us at his desk. Fortunately, he'd already been given a basic rundown of what had happened yesterday, minus the part about Adrian. So this is the brother. Yeah, this is the brother. That remains to be seen, said Spencer. Velos gave me a questioning look. He's convinced I'm not really his sister, because I'm all magical and he's not, or whatever. I'm afraid to tell you, but you may well be all magical as well, you know. You mean I could actually be whatever she is? Fey traits awaken slowly. Just because you appear to be human now doesn't mean you will remain so. I hadn't considered the possibility that maybe our life energy was weird because we were at different stages of awakening. Interesting. Spencer didn't look too happy about the idea of being Fey, but I had to admit, I was silently gloating. After 5 years of being told I was a monster, it was nice of him to... it was nice for him to be told he might be in the same boat. Ha ha! Eat that, little twin brother. Isn't there some kind of definitive way to tell? Someone hasn't come up with a test to identify the type of cryptic heritage a person might have? It doesn't show up in blood work, Spencer. Otherwise, normal society would have noticed these things by now. He shot me an annoyed look. Yeah, glare all you want. You're just mad that you're being forced to interact with me. It's normal for him to have questions, Rue. You did too, you know. What about files at the agency you work for? Our files. The event 5 years ago. You have to have a file on that, right? I can't imagine that something like that happened and your agency didn't remotely get involved in it. There is a file on you. There is? I honestly hadn't even considered that possibility. Why had I not considered that? Can we see it? It's unlikely they'd turn it over for you to inspect. But I have taken a look at it right after your sister was inducted into the club. You never told me that. I didn't particularly see a need. There was nothing of interest in it anyway. How can that possibly be the case given the events that took place? The event 5 years ago coincided with a rash of other disappearances around town. I don't know if you're aware of that. Most of the other people that went missing were never found. When you returned, the agency briefly looked into the situation and quickly ruled out a connection. Oh, wow. At the time, the focus was on attempting to locate the other missing persons. My gosh. By the time someone was free to look at your case again, your family had left town. It was marked unsolved, and as the two of you were no longer in this jurisdiction, no further looking into it was done. They just gave up. They're like, we don't care. They're out of here. So you really have nothing on her, is what you're saying. Velos raised an eyebrow as he gazed at Spencer over the top of his glasses. Listen, you little jerk. For the record, the file is on you both. The library door opened again, and this time Marc came through. He had wanted to help us in research, and frankly, I was glad for the distraction. Spencer was getting on my last nerve with his nastiness. I waved to Marc as he joined us at the counter. Hi, Marc. Hey there. I have one more question for you. And that is? You said there's a chance I'm Fae or whatever. But that means there's a chance I'm not, right? Of course. There's as much a chance that a Fae heritage only passed to your sister, leaving you as normal human being, albeit one with a sensitivity to magic. Is there a chance that Rue and I aren't related at all? Oh my God, I'm going to find some books to read. I was so over his accusations. It had really been stupid of me to assume that telling him the truth would in any way affect his opinions about me. No. It would be faster for me to retrieve them for you. No, I think I'd rather go find them personally. This is an excuse, okay? I don't really need to read books. I just want to get away from my stupid brother and his stupid questions. Real. I'll go with you. Yes, come with me, Marc. You don't have to do that, or thanks, I guess. Or you know I'm capable of finding books myself, right? Okay, we have to save it, because that's what we do in between choices. All right, y'all, what am I going to say to this guy? To Marc, I guess. You don't have to do that. Thanks, I guess. You know I'm capable of finding books myself, right? Maybe, okay, remember, y'all, we're trying to get a bad ending. That's my goal. I want to see what the bad endings are. I want to see what all of the talk and the hubbub is about Changeling bad endings. So I'm going to be rude. You know I'm capable of finding books myself, right? Is it that difficult to believe I simply wanted to help you? I'm just saying that your help isn't required. Help doesn't have to be required for one to offer it. Oh, he's so sweet. Besides, what happens if the books are on the top shelf? That's a good point. Maybe there's a ladder. Oh, Milky, you got a contractor coming out tomorrow to look at the siding. You're mentally bracing yourself for it. Oh no, I hope it's not horribly expensive. You would like some Fey gold right now. You know, leprechauns are technically a Fey. That's what Esh said before. You need a leprechaun. Yep, that's what you need. You need a leprechaun. I can't help you with that. There are stepladders. I can only imagine how you'd find a way to fall off and break something. Listen, Marc, don't be so rude, okay? I'm nowhere near that clumsy. Are they always like this? Yeah, I think it's their weird way of flirting. We are not flirting. Indeed. Yes, you are flirting. It is your weird way of flirting. And I love it. I think it's actually kind of adorable, honestly. Fine, fine. You're totally not flirting. I believe it. For your information, I thought we were going to look for more books. He's got that exasperated look on his face, like, ugh. You only have ghosts at work? You do have ghosts at work. I remember you telling us about things getting knocked over by nothing and no one in the middle of the night when no one is around, and it's caught on the cameras. Haunted. Haunted AF. Fine, fine. I shot Allie an annoyed look and left her there with Spencer. Marc followed quietly behind me. This library is stupidly huge. Well, it is the primary source of paranormal information in the world. So I've heard. That's pretty impressive. He paced silently behind me for a moment. You seem upset. Yeah, well, Spencer's being unpleasant. I noticed. I take it that things are not going well with him. Hardly. I don't know why I expected anything else, but clearly whatever he's seen so far hasn't helped explain to him whatever happened 5 years ago. It always goes back to the incident 5 years ago when MC got disappeared, went missing, and who knows how and why it happened. But Spencer knows something. MC has magical amnesia and can't remember a thing. And what exactly did happen 5 years ago? I have no idea. He still hasn't told me. I checked the labels on the shelves as we walked, keeping an eye out for the one I needed. I think it's this row. I stepped between two shelves, eyeing the book spines as we went. Velos needs to get a computer system for this place. I looked up, squinting my eyes as I read through the titles. You really didn't have to come with me, by the way. I'd prefer to be here. Oh? You don't care for my brother's company? No, I don't actually. Neither do I. Real. He's trifling. I gave him a sidelong look. Wait, he really came with me because he didn't want to be around Spencer? I can't say that I blame you. He's pretty crotchety. That isn't why. I've been dealing with you well enough for quite a while now. Oh, please. I'm nowhere near as crappy as he is. Spencer has reached the end boss levels of angry. Marc was silent for a moment as I tipped my head sideways to read the book titles. He leaned against the shelves opposite of where I was looking and watched me. I didn't think he was going to explain himself, but after a long moment he spoke again. People like him are the reason I hate humans. Dang, wow, that was harsh. That was heavy. That came out kind of strong. People like him? Short, angry guys? Entitled, demanding, suspicious. People with psyches so fragile they have to be kept in a bubble and protected. The ones who find out about this world and lash out because they don't know how else to respond. And they prove time and time again that they are, indeed, incapable of coping with what we deal with every day. I stopped and looked back at him. Part of me wanted to defend Spencer. Part of me wanted to let Marc rant about him. People struggle to accept change. Even I struggled with it. I still do. But you are accepting it, even if it frustrates you. Spencer's accepting all this too. Is he? How much effort are you expending just to try to reason with him, to make him accept you? No one had to do that with you. And look how little effort he's making in return. He's so hateful to you all the time. He's not here to help you with your research or to find answers. The only reason he is here is to find some proof he can use to vilify you. Oh, did you read his mind? I already know that. Save! Did you read his mind? Your brother's mind is more closed off than yours. Unlike you, he doesn't shout his thoughts at me, but I think it's obvious from his actions. He has no intention of approaching this as if it's a mystery that needs solving. He believes he already has the answers. He just wants proof that he's right. I sighed and rested my head against the bookshelf, biting my lip. I hoped that if I told him the truth, that if we let him in on all of this, he'd be different. That he'd see me. That he'd see I'm trying to figure out what I really am. That I'm not trying to hide some nefarious secret from him. I was hoping he'd just tell me what happened back then. I asked him about it yesterday, but he wouldn't budge. I turned around and looked up at Marc. I know it's easy to hate him, believe me, I know that. But I think he was just hurt. Really badly. Not just physically, emotionally, mentally. Those kinds of injuries aren't really that easy to heal. So we went the route of defending our trash little brother. Our trash little twin brother. You know what? He may be trash, but he's our trash. You know, he's family, you know? So we're gonna defend him. I get it, girl, real. I mean, he makes me so angry. Most of the time I want to hit him. But I also feel sorry for him. I don't think he's a bad person. You're trying to do what you can to help him and make him feel comfortable in his own little world because he's incapable of coping with the one bad thing that happened to him. It was a pretty bad thing. It left him blinded in one eye, whatever it was. And it left you without your memories, with your relationship with him in ruins. That last part is something he suffered through as well. Why are you so determined to make him the victim? Why does it make you so angry? He caught my arm and looked down at me intently. He's always grabbing our arm. Yeah, exactly. Little brother, he's just an ass. Exactly, Milky. Or he's just an ass. That. My parents did the same thing. They went above and beyond to protect humans who never would have reciprocated. Every day they bend over backwards and try to prove themselves. It has yet to work. The very humans they tried to help regulate us, regulate our basic life functions. They tell us what to wear, or how, and when we can eat. Our personal relationships are illegal, or they require paperwork and contracts. I lived my entire life in a box, just because they were afraid someone would lash out at me to get to them.
You're with Marc on this one. Bro is selfish. You know what? Honestly, I think I'm with Marc on this one too. Like, listen, okay, y'all. Marc told no lies. Nothing Marc said just then was a lie. Real. This is accurate. He's spitting truth right now. It's a tough truth that Nora doesn't want to hear. But you know what, Nora? Noru, he's right.
Because of what they did to help people like your brother. And he's doing the same thing to you. You're winding your entire life around his needs. You're spending every waking moment thinking of how to fix his problems.
And you know, he can read our minds, so he must be right. That must be true. Aren't you being unreasonable? And if Spencer isn't human, what then? Yeah, that one. Bad ending, okay? We're challenging Marc. But we're also going to dig in for more information. And if Spencer turns out to not be human, what then? Do you immediately stop hating him? That's so stupid. Okay, I get what yeah, I get that. As stupid as Adrian hating you for your parents' decisions.
I'll continue to have a problem with your brother as long as he continues to act as he does.
Yeah, see, he has a problem with the brother because the brother has been acting like a jerk this entire time. Well, good luck hating him for good. Long time. I doubt it's reasonable to expect him to change anytime soon.
Because his behavior is a symptom of what he is.
Do all cryptics hate humans this much? Or is it just a vampire thing? I mean, I haven't really noticed any of the other club members being upset about this kind of stuff.
Not everyone deals with the level of regulation we deal with. Being limited in magic use isn't the same as being deprived of food.
That's true.
Besides, perhaps, he dragged a hand through his hair. I simply dislike how he treats you. And you could spend more time focused on the people who actually want to help you.
Oh, in the end, y'all, he loves us. That's where this is coming from. He's actually really sweet.
Somehow, and maybe I was just crazy, he sounded almost jealous because I was worrying about Spencer. He gave me a scathing look. I laughed softly and pulled a book out from the shelf.
Just for the record, I'm not doing any of this because Spencer's human. I'm doing it because he's my brother. Human, not human. I can't let myself get caught up in things like that. If Spencer hates me because I'm not human, and I retaliate by hating him because he is, where does it end? I pulled a book out from the shelves and held it up. This is the one I was looking for. I started back to the tables but stopped and looked at Marc again. I know things can't go back to how they were. I just want them to at least be better than they are right now.
He doesn't deserve you, you know.
Oh, he's so sweet and cute. I'm not so sure about that.
I'm sure of it.
I get the feeling you're biased.
He's not worth your time. That has nothing to do with bias.
I grabbed him by the arm and looked him in the eye. He's my brother. That doesn't change just because I'm Fae, or because he's a creep. We walked silently back to where the others were sitting. To our surprise, when we stepped out of the stacks, Adrian was sitting with Allie and Spencer. They had a short tower of books on the table, and the three of them were reading together. My brow furrowed as we rejoined them. What are you doing here? Sorry to interrupt your little double date or whatever. I just thought I could help research. Oh, that was Adrian talking. I immediately noticed the lack of gloves. Though, I suppose that since Spencer might not be human anymore, he didn't have to wear them. He gave me a sheepish smile. Sorry. It drives me nuts to wear them when reading. The feeling of the paper against the leather. He shuddered. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. Anyway, where did these books come from? Well, Velo said it was pathetic to just sit here, so he came and dumped some books on the table. And Spencer thinks he may have found something. What? Take a drink, y'all, MC said. What? I've been researching for over a week, and I haven't found a damn thing. What have you been searching for? I don't know, fairies in amnesia. Well, I wasn't looking for... I was looking for fairies pretending to be human. How rude. I'm not pretending to be a human. And we are not pulling the two of you apart again to stop fighting. I tried to tamp down the urge to smack Spencer in the face with the book I was carrying. I set it on the table and took a deep breath. Fine. What did you find? Spencer pushed the book toward me, tipping his head back as I skimmed the page. Changelings? I've read about these before. I don't think it applies. It matches up. Which parts? The parts about them replacing a real human and it being disguised to look like the baby it replaced. Oh, okay. Mind explaining how exactly that fits? Like what? You saw it happen or something? Because otherwise, I don't see how that's a match. He looked away, chewing the inside of his cheek. Well, considering this game is called Changeling, I would expect that he's actually correct on this one, girl. Marc picked up the book and scanned the pages quickly. Changelings are a replacement for human infants. I can't say one way or the other if that's what we're dealing with here. But if Rue were a changeling, you'd have to stop blaming her for the situation. She would have been placed with your family as a baby and would be as much a victim as you. Not necessarily. Keep reading. On the next page, it says that some changelings are actually adult fairies disguised as children. It also said that most of those start looking or behaving oddly over time. She does behave oddly. Last I checked, she wasn't wanton and loose. Oh, I hope not. I mean, some people would I don't know. That's kind of like one of those things that people would say about women in the old days, That's like, how come men can behave a certain way, but then when women do it, they're loose. But then men act like that, and it's like fine and normal. I kind of got one. I'm like, that's just being judgy. Marc smirked at me. I elbowed him in the side. Stop, Marc. Look at his face. Someone needs to start smacking this brother. I agree. He needs a smack. Stop it. Shut up. If I was an adult fae, I would have some kind of memory of a life as in a fairy. And I don't. How can we know that? You could be lying.
She isn't. I can attest to that.
Stop reading my mind.
Stop shouting your thoughts at me then.
I love the banter. That's what I love about these two. They have great banter between each other.
I have no idea if I can believe you either. I have no reason to lie. If you want to protect her, good grave.
Now you see what I put up with.
Spencer, you are going to have to accept the possibility that maybe Rue isn't the enemy. Either that, or tell us why you're so convinced that she is. I could always do a quick check as well. I mean, well, I guess you have no reason to believe me either, though.
I am not letting another vampire in my head. It's getting crowded in here as it is.
The brother is trifling, Milky. He just needs to stop. Like, I get it. It's a lot. He's learned all this in one day, but he doesn't have to be targeting us like this. It's not our fault. Whatever happened. Okay, understandable. But I have another idea.
And what's that?
This book says there are ways you can force a changeling to reveal itself, like tests you can do.
Let's say I buy into this changeling theory, which I don't. The only ways I recall reading about to get rid of a changeling involved throwing it into fire or trying to drown it. If you try to throw me in a fire, Spencer, I will drag you in with me and we will die horribly together. I'm just saying that right now. If I go down, I'm taking you with me.
This isn't a joke. Not everything is a joke, Rue.
Oh, thank you for redeeming Stretch. Yes, I need that. Especially because I'm kind of sore still from my workout yesterday. I'm kind of sore. And water. Oh, it's a sudden boyfriend, bride, or banish. All right, y'all. Here's what we're going to do. Because Spencer... Well... All right, listen, okay. Answer this as yourself, all right? Hi, Jujin. Hi, Stunner. All right, listen, okay. We've got Vampire 1, Vampire 2, and trifling little twin brother, okay? Answer this for yourself, not as MC, okay? Not as MC. You've been here for an hour. Well, I'm so glad that you came by to say hi in the chant. And I hope you've been enjoying the stream. Magic Monday. All right, and then also we'll add a bestie on there so we could also add Allie. Okay, so Marc is vampire number 1. Adrian is vampire number 2. Allie is a witch, okay? Allie is cute, fun, adorable, bestie, best friend for the MC witch. And then we have Triflin Brother. Triflin Brother, who's a twin, who's been sassing us and has been rude all this time, okay? We've got boyfriend, bride, bestie, or banish. All right, y'all, let's hear. Jujin says girl is Mary. You're talking about Allie. Marry the girl. You know what? Real on that one. Okay, here's what I'm saying. I'll start with bride. I'm briding Marc, vampire number 1, the blonde-haired one. Because I love him. He's a tsundere, okay? He's rich. Yep, he is rich. But you know what? He's cute. I like tsunderes. They're one of my favorite personality types in Otome games. I like them a lot. And I like that he's got good banter with us. And like, even though he acts all spiky,
he actually loves us, and he's starting to be kinder and sweet lately, you know? He's really protective. He's also super hot. And he would take us out on good dates. I like him. I bride him. I'm Marc all the way. 100%. And then the rest of them be trifling, except for I'm gonna girlfriend Allie. Allie is girlfriend. Yep. Allie is girlfriend. Allie is a good person. Allie is a good friend. Allie tries to help us out. Allie's cute. Allie's hot. Allie's got great hair. Really great, long, flowing hair. Perfect hair. And, you know, she's got everything going for her and stuff. And she'd be fun, you know. She'd be fun on a date. I like Allie. Allie's good people. That's girlfriend. Yes. And then bestie. Well, since Allie already took the girlfriend spot, bestie goes to Adrian, vampire number 2. Yeah, exactly. Allie is life. Allie is girlfriend. Okay, Adrian, he's trifling vampire number 2. You know, he can be bestie. We've had some moments where it's like, you know, I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I'm starting to get to know him a little better. And once we found out why it's so hard to be a vampire in this world, you know, everything is so tense and rigid for the vampires, legally speaking. They can't do anything without some kind of law being broken. You know, it has every time they need to eat, or every time they want to make a friend or have a relationship, the law has to get involved. So I understand why he had so much problems with Marc's family, because Marc's family was the one that implemented all of that. But I appreciate that he's kind of changed his tune now that he knows how Marc really is. So I appreciate that. And we've had some fun interactions with him. You know, he's actually kind of funny. He's kind of spunky, you know, he's a rival type of a character. He's interesting. I like him, actually. So Adrian gets to be bestie, because I don't feel romantic about him. And then banish, and that goes to the brother. The brother gets banished. For some reason, Allie has terrible taste in men, and she has a crush on the brother. Terrible taste, girl. I'm judging you. I'm banishing him because he's trifling, and we have been bending over backwards. MC has been bending over backwards for years to accommodate for this trifling brother, and all he has done is been rude and slap it back in our face. He has done nothing to be helpful. He has been blaming MC for everything, even though none of it's her fault. And he's been rude constantly, okay? Constantly rude and nothing else. And so he gets banished. You're getting banished, bro. Dude, real. Jujin says, so marry Walmart Adrian. Girlfriend the girlfriend and banish some guy. What are you doing with Blondie? What are you doing with Blondie? Are you bestie him? Is he your bestie, Marc? Is Marc your bestie? Exactly, Milky. Allie has bad taste in men. He's not even hot. Like, real. Look at these other men, okay? Hot. If Allie was into Adrian or Marc, I'd be like, I can see that. Even if it's just for looks. This one? The brother? No. Jujin says he is bestie of bestie. You're talking about Marc over here. The bestie of the besties. You know what? Tsunderes are kind of fun besties. Banter. It's all about the banter with them. Real. Well, anyways, that was fun. Thank you for redeeming Pop-Up Boyfriend Bride Banish. Tune in next time when we have it redeemed again and with whoever else is on the screen. This isn't a joke. Not everything is a joke, Rue. It's cute. You think I'm joking. I'm not. I really will take you down with me. Yeah, that's right. If I go down, I'm taking you with me. Jujin says, Ad, do you have some terrible taste in men? Well, we got the solution for you. This hammer to the head will fix you. That's what Allie needs, girl. A slap upside the head. Like, listen, I said a oops upside the head. I said a oops upside the head. Yeah, I said oops upside the head. I said oops upside the head. Okay, we have to knock some sense back into her because she's thirsting after the wrong dude. Real, obviously. Okay, well, this deteriorated rapidly. Exactly, you gotta fix the brain somehow. You've been on for years about me being a fake or some kind of monster. You don't trust me. Well, I don't trust you either. So I wouldn't put anything past you at this point. No one is killing anyone or throwing anyone into a fire. So you're the one who attacked me, if you'll remember. I have no reason to trust you. That, yes, I don't remember. That is exactly the problem. I attacked you? When? How? 5 years ago. When else? When I found you in that clearing or whatever. I don't remember that. So maybe you can enlighten me. You really don't remember? Really? I really do not remember what happened that day. The time between me wandering off and going back home is a complete blank. Then why have you been continuing to do it for the last 5 years? Continuing to do what? Leaving the house at night, wandering off, coming back before dawn? I didn't start doing that until we came back here. You've been doing it the whole time. I have? MC, guys, stop fighting. This isn't you. We love her for that. Agreed. Real. I thought the sleepwalking was a new problem. But I'd been doing it for so long and I never knew about it. The first time I remember doing it was right after we moved back here. Where would I even go? I don't know. I never followed you back then. But you started following me when we moved back here. Because you... He frowned, clenching his hands on the tabletop. We knew that he was following us, or at least that he was suspicious. Back then, 5 years ago, when I was out looking for you, I heard voices. Not like a search party. It sounded like singing. I followed it and stumbled on you in some sort of clearing. I didn't recognize you at first because you looked weird and you were surrounded by all those little lights. At first, I didn't know what I was seeing. I thought I was dreaming. And then you saw me and you just slipped back into being yourself, like putting on a coat. And those lights swarmed me. He put a hand to his eye, resting his fingers against the eyelid. I ran. I tried to get away. And no one believed me when I told them what happened. I looked different. The first time I followed you, when we got back, the same thing happened. Your appearance just changed. I didn't know what to say. I didn't remember any of that happening. But I couldn't sit here and say he was lying. He'd already heard enough of that. We shouldn't forget that basically all Fae are capable of using glamour. Rue could even be using it unconsciously. Glamour. Glamour? It's an illusion magic used by fairies. They often use it to disguise or hide themselves. But I don't know how to use magic. A lot of magic using cryptics have a period of time when they're still learning to use magic that they perform magic in a totally unconscious way. What I saw was a very conscious response to seeing me there.
I don't remember any of that. Why wouldn't I remember that?
I don't know. I just know that you clearly you've been experiencing some kind of fugue state, and it goes back years. I think it's obviously tied to your being Fae. We just don't know how yet. I don't think we can assume something like changelings, but I don't think we can rule it out yet either. Why don't you just ask Brenna or Ewan? That's not a bad idea. Maybe there's a safe way to reveal a changeling without harming it.
It? I'm not some sort of thing.
That's not what I meant. Just saying that if there's a safe test, and I don't see the harm.
There is harm. There's a lot of harm. I can't believe you can't see the problem with this.
Rue.
No. I'm not going to submit to some kind of test to prove that I am who I say I am. If you can't believe me, then that's your problem, not mine.
No one is saying you're an imposter.
That's exactly what you're saying. And I expect this from Spencer, but not from you. I was hoping that we could come and research to find answers. Not so that you could gang up on me and question who I am.
Just because you don't like the answer doesn't mean it's not valid.
This isn't an answer. It's just a theory.
And you're rejecting our only way of proving it right or wrong.
That's because it's my identity that's at stake here. It's my everything, my family, my memories. If I'm some kind of changeling, all that goes away. If there's some kind of real Rue out there, and we can prove it, then what happens to me? We can't exactly explain to Mom and Dad where there are suddenly two Rues, can we?
It just sounded selfish. It was selfish. Everyone was silent. I realized that Velos was watching us from behind his desk as well. I didn't know where to take things from there.
I need a break.
I stood up and quickly hurried away from the table. Ro, we can figure this out. I didn't listen. I fled to the club. But once I got there, I didn't know what else to do. I just stood there staring at the sofa. I dragged my hands through my hair, racking my brain for some memory of the events Spencer described. I'd attacked him. I'd really done that. But why? And why wouldn't I remember? A sharp pain exploded behind my eyes. I clutched my head in agony, trying to stagger to the sofa before I fell. I gripped the back of it tightly, trying to keep myself upright. There was something vague, an image in my head, a cavernous space, green and luminous, singing. The feeling of needing to find something. But it faded before I could latch onto it and remember properly. I crouched down, gripping my head tightly. Rue, what's wrong? I stood at the sound of his voice, a wave of extreme dizziness washing over me. I swayed dangerously, but he grabbed my shoulders and held me upright. I dug my palms into my eyes, trying to will the pain to go away. Are you all right? Yeah, just a sudden headache. I see. Though I was referring to what happened in the library. How? That? I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I haven't thought about this. I mean, I know about changelings. I stumbled on them myself. I had to think about it and question the possibility then. I didn't think it was a good fit.
Only a few details come even close to matching. But maybe I was just too scared to consider the possibility. It means nothing about myself is real. My identity, my looks. I mean, if I'm disguised by glamour, then what does that mean? What do I even look like? I could be some creepy bridge spriggan for all we know. To my surprise, he hesitantly wrapped his arms around me and pulled me back against his chest. I felt his chin resting on the top of my head. Oh, he's so sweet. That's my bride, okay? I love him. Where would I even go if something like this is true?
If you suddenly found yourself in need of a place to stay, then you would simply come to stay with me.
I'm sure your parents would love that.
They are surprisingly understanding.
What if I'm secretly a bridge spriggan?
We have a small bridge in our back garden. I'm sure you'd find it quite cozy.
Oh, stop. I elbowed him in the gut. He let out a soft chuckle and did not let me go. It was strange to me that it didn't feel all that unusual to be hugged by him. I wonder when we'd gotten so close.
Even if you weren't born Rue Jitteroo, even if somewhere there is a girl who was, you're not an imposter. You're still just you.
Oh, I love him. Do you really think that's true?
Would I say it if I didn't?
That thought brought a smile to my face. No, you wouldn't. He released me and smiled as well.
Perhaps we should get some fresh air. It might be good for you to cool your head a little.
Sure. Marc led the way out of the club, into the stairs. We walked quietly for a few minutes. I shot Marc a sidelong look. He looked down at me curiously.
What?
I don't know. You're just being awfully nice lately.
It shouldn't come as a surprise. I'm capable of being nice.
I'm not surprised you're capable of it.
As entertaining as it is to tease you, I suspected you weren't in the mood at the moment.
It might be nice to just get my mind off all this.
Perhaps. Though just getting your mind off it isn't going to make it go away.
I know. Marc and I had found a sunny spot to sit out in front of the school. For a while, we talked about other things, but eventually we were back at the same subject I've been trying to flee the library to escape. So based on what Spencer says, I clearly really did attack him.
All we have is his word of that, and his credibility is a matter of debate.
Why do you say that?
He seems to dislike anything out of the ordinary, which now includes you. Perhaps his agenda outweighs his need for truth.
Well, he has been after us this whole time, you know? He really has been. It's like a conflict of interest. Maybe you're right. But then, he doesn't have to lie to just be wrong.
True enough.
Oh, thank you for redeeming Run a Random Rue clip. Ooh, do I have something fun for you? Let's pull the Random Rue clip up. All right, this is from Renting Love for Christmas. That's what this one is from. All right, I shall play it. Yeah, he bakes hot chocolate. He cleans. He fights people in the mall for you. What's not to like? What's not to like? I need to get my bot going. The bots need... See, listen. It's error 143, isn't it? Please don't be Micah Eugen. I'm going to pull up a Micah Eugen clip just for you. I have a bunch. We're pulling one up just for you since I have it open.
Since I have it open, why not? It's not random anymore. I'm picking Micah Eugen. Wait. You love Micah. Just admit it. You love Micah Eugen. He's your favorite. He's your favorite. Listen, okay? He's hot, though. He's hot. I don't want the abs. I don't want the abs. Oh, you want the abs. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, here's what he's got to say.
You, me, in a gas station. It's 3 a.m. What are we doing?
We're getting snacks and going home. That's what we're doing, okay? Getting snacks and going home. What are you thinking? What are we doing?
Getting food.
Yes.
Oh, there's zombies.
Oh. Uh-huh.
You're the sharpshooter.
Okay, sharpshooter.
You're the badass.
I am a badass. Glad we can both agree that I'm the badass. Yes.
I'm grabbing the food, but I suck at grabbing food.
Oh, well, I'm not surprised.
And what else do I suck at? Opening doors.
We're so dead. That's what he was saying zombie apocalypse wise. So there was that. And now this one, this is like the next part of that. The next part of the saga. Yep.
We get locked up in a bathroom stall.
Oh,
What
God.
happens?
Nope. Mm-mm. Nothing is happening from there. Not in the bathroom. Mm-mm.
I get hungry.
We have snacks. You only grabbed useless things, didn't you?
I only grabbed plastic wrappers.
How dare you? Who would have guessed?
You're nice. Gracious, even.
Wait, is this the one? Oh, God. Now I'm scared.
Oh, do you still want to see it?
Well, now I'm curious. So, yes. Yes, I do. Oh, no.
And sent.
What are you sending me? You have received a free gift. Will you accept?
Not this one.
Yes.
Why did I put this on?
No.
What are you looking at, you pervert?
It's all over my screen. I've been scandalized. I kind of forgot that's what this one was. Oh, God, no. What just happened? No. Oh, my God. I was like, oh, crap. I need to cut the feed. Cut the feed. Exactly. That escalated quickly. You gave me a virus. This is the least provocative thing ever. When did you take that picture? All right. Well, next time someone redeems a random clip, it's going to be one from a different game that has nothing to do with Micah Eugen. Yep. Oh, no, Milky just redeemed it. All right, you asked for this. You asked for this. This is your fault, okay? Okay? Please answer this question for me. Did you walk or did you call the Uber of carriages? Hello, carriage Uber. Will you please come and pick us up? Oh, also my friend here, he's passed out. I'm not sure if he's dead or not. I think he's breathing. He'll be fine. Can you pick him up for me and throw him in the back and take him back to my house? Oh no, I have no idea what his name is. I don't know him, but I'm taking him home with me. Yeah. Thanks, Uber. Carriage Uber. That's what happened, y'all. That's how she got him there. She called the steampunk Uber. And she pretty much did, like, real. Like this girl, this MC, she's teeny tiny. How did she drag a grown-ass man who is passed out all the way home? How? How did she do that? There's only one answer, okay? Steampunk Uber. That's the only explanation. Okay, this... How dare you, Milky? You want to know what Milky called this one? She called it Old Lady Rant. It's Changeling. Okay, this is the next one. How dare you call me old lady like that? How dare you? Old lady rant. If I'm an old lady, you're an old lady. Okay, here it is. And they would have to press a whole bunch of buttons. And then the machine would like suck up the paper and rotate it around like this spindle, and it had ink in it, you know, black printer. And it would come out on a tray, and then you would have an image on a piece of paper. It was a physical thing that you would hold. This? We didn't have this back then, y'all. Okay? All right? This wasn't available. Okay? Back in my day, y'all, we didn't have these cell phones. Magical Lady Transformer. That's your name.
I was looking at a moon like this when I died.
I'm sorry, but the voice acting on that guy. The moon is bright here. I was looking at the moon when I died. True enough. Perhaps he's misremembering. Yes, perhaps. That doesn't seem like something you'd really misremember. Then perhaps he misunderstood what was happening. I don't see how you'd misunderstand that. You seem determined to defend him. I'm not trying to defend him. I just don't think it's going to help anyone if I delude myself here. That's probably true. So this is where you guys went. It's Allie. Hi, Allie. She just came out from the main door and spotted us on the steps. I stood hesitantly, unsure what to say. I left Adrian and Spencer in the club room and came to find you. Ah! We were thinking of ordering lunch. I think I'm just gonna call it a day, actually. Oh, I can take you home if you... No, I think I'll drive you. They're like competing. They both want to drive me home. Do you both love me? Are you like fighting for my affection? Is that what's happening right now? Ride with Marc, I guess. Are you sure? Yeah. Okay, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you. I hated how awkward it felt with her now. I wanted to ask why they were reading about, or what they were reading about, but I wasn't sure I wanted to know. To my surprise, Marc put an arm around me and turned me away from her. I let him guide me away because it was easier than trying to figure out what to say next. Ooh, stolen kiss. That's where we're going to pick up next time. I think this is a good place to stop. I was dreaming about singing again. We're going to save it. And the next time, it's going to be stolen kiss. Ooh. Are we going to get steamy finally? I guess so. They haven't kissed yet, have they? I think they were about to. They were about to kiss, but then they didn't. We got kiss blocked again by Esh, the dev. Why do y'all devs keep kiss blocking us in these games like real? Every time. It's like we're just about to kiss because Esh is a kiss blocker. Yes, she is. Also, Esh is a fae. I still assert that Esh is a fae. Because why would Esh know so much about fae if she wasn't one of them? You know? You write about what you know, they say. Esh is 110% a fae. Totally a fae. Y'all, that was some crazy stuff that happened today. That's crazy stuff. The brother, he's trifling. I still don't like him. The brother has not redeemed himself. MC tried to defend him, you know, to Marc. But nothing really convinced me that I should like the brother. You know, like, okay, fine, he's family. I think it's a good thing that she defended him as her brother because, you know, like, family means something. But other than that, banish. He's trifling. He's terrible. He's so rude. And he doesn't let up. And he blames MC for everything. And it's not MC's fault.